What should schools do to reduce school violence? Welcome to today's conversation. Today, let's talk about a very important and pressing issue. What should schools do to reduce school violence? This is a topic that doesn't just affect students but also families, schools, and society as a whole. Let's dive into it together, shall we? 1. Threats. Warnings. Temporary expulsions, do they really work? Imagine an environment full of kids, competitions, rivalries, and conflicts are inevitable, right? But when these conflicts aren't handled properly, school violence can emerge. Do you think using threats, warnings, or even temporarily expelling students can solve the problem? The answer is no. In fact, these measures can backfire. For instance, a student who reports bullying might end up being isolated or mentally bullied in a different way. Instead of only focusing on the offenders, we also need to pay attention to the mental state of the victims. Sometimes, it's the feelings of being abandoned and unheard that lead to negative outcomes. 2. The role of school psychologists, a vital ally. Did you know that many students don't know how to deal with pressure, disagreements, or conflicts? As a result, when faced with problems, they might resort to extreme actions like self-harm. This is where school psychologists play a crucial role. They not only help resolve mental health issues but also teach students how to make better decisions, handle pressure effectively, confront unwanted situations constructively. However, psychologists can only do their job well if their role is respected and supported. They shouldn't be burdened with tasks like monitoring or administrative work. Schools also need to shift their mindset from "students are problematic" to finding ways to support and uplift them. 3. Teaching life skills, a long-term approach. What does a child need to grow up well? It's not just book knowledge but also life skills and social skills. A good school is one that teaches students how to live meaningfully for themselves, how to be kind and considerate to others. This cannot be achieved through a few workshops or extracurricular activities. It's a long-term process that needs consistent effort, starting from a young age and continuing throughout their school years. 4. Listening, a precious gift from parents and teachers. Have you ever felt like you were talking but no one was really listening? It feels terrible, doesn't it? Children feel the same way. Often, we adults think we're doing the best for our kids but forget the importance of listening. Not just hearing their stories but also understanding their emotions, desires, and struggles. When children feel like no one is listening to them or understanding them, they may believe their efforts are meaningless. And that's a scary thought. Remember, just spending time with your kids, listening to them, and being there for them is already an amazing thing you can do. 5. Staying close to spot problems early. Finally, parents and teachers need to stay close to children to detect problems as early as possible. The golden rule is, always prioritize the child's safety in urgent situations. If you notice signs of mental instability, don't hesitate to seek help from psychologists or hospitals. Keep in mind that a strong bond, a timely helping hand, can save a life. Final words. School violence isn't just one person's issue. It's a collective responsibility involving society, families, and schools. Let's work together to create an environment where children feel heard, loved, and happy. Thank you for joining today's conversation. See you next time with more meaningful topics.